geometry. This is grade 8 and also grade 9. In each case, calculate the sizes of angles marked by the lower case. We want to look at these two questions, C and F. The angles that we want to determine here. We want the size of X, the size of Y, and the size of Z. And here we have parallel lines A, B, and C, D. And then we have a transversal here, this one, and another transversal. So determining the value of X, looking at this diagram. Remember, we talked about FUN, F-U-N. And then for F, we said we have corresponding angles. Remember that? This angle here and that angle, they are corresponding angles and they are equal. And then from there, we have the N. The N gives us alternate angles. If these two lines are parallel there, so we have these two angles, they are alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal. And then the last one is U. We have these two co-interior angles, and we said co-interior angles are supplementary, or they add up to 180. So what do we have here? For this one, we have the letter U there. Let me show you the letter U. There we are. So on that letter U, we have the two angles which are co-interior. This is the other angle which is, so we have 106 and X. When you put them together, they should add up to 180 because they are co-interior angles. So we come up with an equation there that says your X plus 106, this is equal to 180 degrees, and you need to give a reason there. They are co-interior angles, and then you need to specify the lines which are parallel. So we have AB is parallel to CD. Now solve for X. Your X here is equal to 180 minus 106, and that is equal to 74 degrees. And then that is X. And then let's look at Y. For Y, what do we have here? Let me get a yellow color here. We have this and that, they are parallel lines, and we have a transversal here. We have the letter N or the letter Z there. There is our Z, and then our alternate angles. These are the two angles which are equal. So from there we can conclude that your Y is equal to 58 degrees. Reason for that: alternate angles with the lines A, B being parallel to CD. That is the second one. And then the third one, let me use this color there. The third one, we have Z here. It's up to you to make use of angles on a straight line or to make use of co-interior angles. We can make use of co-interior angles here. There we are. Here is another U. So if we're making use of U, we have that Z plus 58, that is equal to 180, and those are co-interior angles with AB parallel to CD. Or you could say, remember we said this is 58, because it's alternate to this one. So Z plus 58 is 180. That is angles on a straight line there. And then solve for Z. Your Z will be equal to 180 minus 58. That is equal to 122 degrees, right? And then looking at F, for F we have a pair of parallel lines there. We have this line is parallel with that, and we have our transversal which is crossing the two lines. These, they are forming a U there. Look at that U. And when we have a U, we said it's co-interior angles. It's two angles which add up to 180. So we can come up with an equation there. If you add these two angles, they should give you 180. So we are saying 3x plus 20 plus 2x minus 30. This should be equal to 180. We have added this angle to that angle, and the reason there, co-interior angles with the parallel lines, PQ parallel to RS. PQ parallel to RS, and then solve for x here, collect like terms. We have 3x plus 2x is equal to 180. There is plus 20, so it's minus 20 there, and then minus 30, that is plus 30 there. So this is 5x is equal to 180 minus 20 is 160 plus 30 is 190, and then divide by 5, your x would be equal to, x into 19 is 3, and then x into 40 is, so that's 38 degrees. That's how we deal with this question. Remember, practice makes perfect.